Ryan Giggs admits reputation as love cheat is justified. Ex-footballer scored he cheated on partners many times, but says he has never abused women. Ryan Giggs has admitted cheating on his ex-wife and girlfriends many times and said his reputation as a love cheat was justified, but told a court he had never abused women. The former Manchester United and Wales footballer said he had never been faithful to any of his partners, but denied using coercive or controlling behaviour. Given to Biden's fourth affairs time in his trial, Giggs, 48, was asked whether he had ever lied to his ex-wife, Stacey Giggs, and former partner Kate Greville about his infidelity. He answered, yes. More evidence. Many times. Asked by his barrister, Daw QC, if his reputation as a love cheat was justified, Giggs said, yes. Asked if he was able to arrest women if he was attracted to them, despite being in a relationship, he said, no. Giggs told the jury at Manchester Crown Court he had never physically assaulted or said coercive and controlling behaviour on women. He has denied deliberately headbutting Greville and elbowing her younger sister in theft during a drunken row at his home in Worsley, Greater Manchester, on November 1, 2020. The former Wales manager sought Anies manipulating Greville over a period of 3 years leading up to their separation. Greville, 36, has accused Giggs of making her life utter hell, isolating her from friends and family and destroying her self-confidence during their toxic on-off relationship. Giggs described how he fell in love with Greville after meeting her while she worked as a PR person for his hospitality business with Gary Neville. They were both married at the time, he said, but they began an affair, and within 3 or 4 months he left her husband for Giggs, who left his wife several months later. Giggs told the jury, me and me wife had problems. I cheated on my ex-wife, which was quite a public affair. Wake of earth 10 things were good and it was a part of my life where I was just finishing football and going into a coaching career which was longer hours, more time away from the house and away from the family and Stacey. I wasn't giving Stacey the attention she deserved. Eventually were getting more and more unhappy. Gradually, it became more and more difficult. Giggs was asked about an incident in which he is alleged to have thrown Greville naked out of a hotel room in Dubai in September 2017. Giggs denied any physical element to the argument and said he started packing Greville's suitcase after telling her he did not want her to stay with him. He said he eventually let her sleep in his bed. He said they then had sex. Asked by what sort of sex they had, Giggs said, sex that would have quite often which could be trough, but not anything weird but just our sex. Giggs' defense is that Greville sustained bruising to her wrist because of rough sex, not, as the prosecution claim, because he grabbed her arm during an argument. Earlier on Tuesday, the jury heard that Giggs told police following his arrest for allegedly headbutting Greville in November 2020 that during this Flemmy had clashed with hers. He added, I am not sure if it was the face your head, but I am sure it was not deliberate. He told detectives in a prepared statement that he felt extremely distressed, hurt and emotional that Greville had alleged that he had been coercive and controlling. Giggs claims to police that it was Greville who had tried to control a relationship. He said, she ordered me to massage certain women with whom she incorrectly accused me of having an affair. She dictated the content of the messages and watched me while I sent them.